Right. Okay, so ons gaan begin met die teken van die moer. En so ek gaan 'n bietjie afskuif op die skerm. I'm going to draw the nut. Now basically what you guys will have to remember is when we're going to draw the nut in place, we're going to draw the nut and it's going to cover up everything else. So it's going to be like turning a nut onto the screw thread. Remember these lines here. I asked the grade 12s the same question. You guys could answer it. They couldn't answer it today. And I actually told them, my grade 11s know this and you don't know it. So kan julle onthou, werk ons daai uit, 0,1 of gedeel deur 10. Whatever the screw thread is, the M value is this width. So if they say it's an M24, this will be 24 from there to there. But we are drawing scale 2 to 1, so everything is double size. So what will happen here is this will become 48. So that will be a 4,8, 4,8, 4,8 at the top. Okay. The chamfer at the top, where it is lying at an angle, I told you guys that's 45 degrees, 45 and 45. And then this is where the screw thread ends, where that line is. And then I told you that if we draw this part in, this is where they end the screw thread. So the screw thread runs up to there. What is a screw thread? That zigzag pattern that you see when you're turning onto a screw. And it ends over there. But this is where they cut it out, where they remove the bit as they're cutting it. So you have to draw that 60-degree line there. That's the only place where it is 60 degrees. Right. Die volgende ding dan nou uit die aard van die saak, soos ons gesê het, is die moer. Nou, hierdie is iets wat jy moet memoriseer. Now, because we don't have a lot of space, we always have to start with that view over there. This view helps us to get this view. Okay? If sometimes they give you a cross flats distance, a cross flats meaning from the one flat side to the other flat side, that would help you if the nut is drawn where you only see two faces. What does that mean? It would mean that you're looking from the side or from this side and you're only seeing two sides of the thing. So if they give you the AF distance, AF meaning across flats, that would mean that you already have that circle size. So then you can just project your lines over and you can go on with your construction. But in this case, we actually see 1, 2, 3 surfaces. Okay, so let's quickly focus on that. What we're going to do, because we have limited space, we can draw the whole thing. I'm just going to draw half of the nut, so I'm just going to draw either the bottom or the top. Okay, but the first thing that we always do is let's quickly identify that hole. That screw thread is of course M24, which is going to become 48. Okay, then you take that distance and you add half of it to that number. What is that? What is 48 plus 24? Ding, ding, ding. Wat gaan dit wees? 24 of 48 plus 24. 8 plus 4 is? Wat is 8 plus 4? 12. 4, 5, 6, 7. 72. But now I have to take 72 and I have to divide it by 2 again. Why? Want dit is 'n diameter, né? It's a diameter, so I have to get the radius, which is half of that. So it's going to be 72 divided by 2, and that is 36. Okay, so, as julle dit wil onthou, hier is die formule. This is the formula. You can also do it this way, 1,5, which is 1.5, times the M value. In this case, it's going to be 48. So, 1.5 times 48 is the same as 48 plus 24. Okay? And that you're going to take and you're going to divide that number by 2, and that's going to give you the radius that you're looking for. That's going to give us from there that size. If you don't have that, you cannot draw the nut. Right, so ek wil hier kom ons doen gou dit. Dis nou radius 36 julle gaan skryf daai formule groot asseblief vir jouself neer. I'm going to write it here as well. 48 in this case because it's M48 times 1,5, and then you take that number and you divide it by 2, and that's going to give you the radius for this specific thing, and this is going to be radius 36. Okay, right. So kom ons gaan doen gou dit. Ek gaan hier vir jou 'n centerlyntjie trek aan die bokant. My pencil jammed yesterday, so I'm going to draw the nut with something else. Okay, so I'm going to draw a center line here at the top, anywhere over here, because I am going to do half a circle, semicircle. Ja, moet ek dit gou weer met julle deurgaan. Okay? So, bly jy vra. So ek gaan hierso 'n sirkeltjie trek. Daai sirkel van daar tot daar. That circle on that nut. We're going to draw the hexagon around that. But that circle, to work it out, you take the M value, which is M24, and then you take 24, you times it by 1.5, and you divide it by 2, and that gives you the radius that you're going to need to draw that circle. Okay, maak dit sin? En dan gaan ons rondom daai ding, gaan ons die ding teken. Okay, so kom ons vat hom gou hierso. Radius 36. Die kode hierso. Goed julle, so ek gaan gou die sirkeltjie trek. Ek is nou op 'n radius van 36. Kom ons kyk net gou weer. 10, 20, 30, 35, 36. Maak maar seker dis lekker akkuraat. Okay. Nou ek gaan nou vir julle sê, I'm going to tell you guys in a moment why this is so important. There's so many marks on this part of the drawing that you don't want to get this wrong. Okay. I'll show you in a moment how this works. Okay. So this circle has got a radius of 36. And I'm not going to draw the whole thing. I'm just going to draw the construction now, and I want to get the width of the nut. Now you're going to need a 30-60 degree triangle. This one. And now if my nut is positioned like it's in this case, where I'm going to see 3 faces, I'm going to move this line down. I'm going to draw, please remember this is not a normal hexagon. Okay, so dis nie 'n gewone seskant soos wat julle altyd teken nie. So the lines will go on the outside. So the lines are going to go on the outside of this object. So a horizontal line there, 2 60-degree lines, a tangent, in other words, it needs to touch the line there. It's going to run through that line. That is slightly inaccurate, I can see it, and it shouldn't be inaccurate. I'm just going to fix that quickly. That 0.5 millimeter is going to give you problems. I'd rather redo it. Okay, I'm going to quickly try again. Okay, so going to draw a tangent here, make sure it's accurate. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Make sure it's on the line. Net gou vir Tannie Debbie gou boodskap gestuur. Right. Ons trek hier die onderste lyntjie. Goed. Nou gewoonlik teken ons die hele ding om die moer te kry. Now we draw the upper part as well. We draw the screw thread and the M value circle in the middle. We're not going to do that now because we're not going to need it for this specific drawing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to project the lines down, and this is what is going to give you the width for this specific drawing of the nut. So I'm just going to project all these lines down. Going to bring a construction line down there, a faint line. Going to bring a faint line down on this side. So there's a line. Going to have a line over here. Going to have a line over there. All construction lines, hierso. Daar's ons 'n lyntjie. Hierso is 'n lyntjie. En daar's hy. Okay. Nou, belangrik, waar gaan die moer sit? Die moer gaan hierso sit. So this I'm going to draw with a pencil, and I'm going to zoom in slightly so that you guys can see this even better, because we have to get this right. Okay, there's a legend. Thank you. Goed julle. So nou gaan ons gou die moer in posisie teken. Kom ons kyk gou lyk die moer. Dis waarby ons moet uitkom. Ons het nou daai lyntjie afgebring. Ons het daai lyntjie afgebring. Ons het daai lyntjie afgebring en daai lyntjie afgebring. So dit is wat vir jou die lyne op die moer gee, nê? En hulle gee vir ons die dikte, daar's 15, maar daar's 'n formule daarvoor ook. Dis 0,8 maal met die M waarde. Dit moet julle ook memoriseer. To work out the height of a nut, if they don't give it to you, it's 0,8 times the M value. So in this case, M48. But you can work on whatever they give you. In this case, it's 15, which is going to become 30 on our drawing because it's scale 2:1. So ek gaan dit gou insit hierso. So ek gaan gou die hoogte meet. Die moer, net gou interessant, wat moet nog hier inkom wat ons nog hier in het nie? Before we can draw the nut, we must draw what? What? The washer, né? Julle gaan sien hierso. There's the washer, and then it's the nut. So we have the pulley. We're going to draw the washer and the nut. Are we going to cut the washer? No, we're not going to cut it. And we're also not going to cut the nut. So kom ons doen dit gou vinnig. That they give that to you. It is diameter 44, which is 88. And the height is 3, which is going to become 6. So 88 and 6. Ek gaan dit net gou inteken. So it's 44 to both sides. 10, 20, 30, 40. Daar's 44. 10, 20, 30, 40, 44. The height is going to become 8. Now I have a line there, so julle kan dit ook inteken. There's the washer. En die washer maak alles toe wat agter hom lê, né? So die lyne wat ons doen dit nie gewoonlik nie. Ek gaan dit nou maar net uittip X. Gaan dit nou net uittip X daar want ek moet nou 'n pen werk hier. So ek gaan daai uithaal. That's not going to be there. That's not going to be there. That's not going to be there. Al daai lyntjies gaan opgecover word, né? So you're not going to have any of that. Please make a note of this when you are drawing this. Okay, so the nut is going to go on top of that washer. This is a round thing, it fits there, and then we're going to draw the rest. Now we said that the height for the nut is 30, so let's have a look. Let's mark off 30 millimeters. 10, 20, 30. This is quite a big nut. I'm going to measure on this side as well. 10, 20, 30. Next time when you guys get to the AstroTurf, go and have a look at the nuts that they used to fix those poles. Daai ligte is vas op sulke pale met sulke boute op. Ook daar by die paviljoen dink ek gaan julle dit ook sien. Dis redelike groot nuts, is net sulke goed. But then you can see the detail of these nuts really well. Okay. So daar gaan 'n lyntjie wees. This is going to be a visible line. That corner there is going to give you a visible line right over here. Ek gaan hier ook 'n lyntjie hê. En dan gaan ek ook daar lyntjie hê. Julle en dan ook die boonste ene. Kyk, daai stukkie gaan nog steeds daar wees. This screw thread is still going to stick out. So make sure this is nice and visible. I'm just going to go over it once again so that you can see it clearly. Alright, that's still going to be there. The bottom part is still going to be there. So dit gaan nie wegval nie. Daai gaan ek uithaal, dit moet nie al wees nie. This is going to fall away now, so we can actually erase these lines. Kan daai wegvat nou, ons kan hierdie wegvat, ons kan daai lyntjie wegvat, en die res gaan ek sommer gou uithaal. I'm just going to remove this quickly. Okay, why do I remove this? Because the nut covers up everything that's lying behind it. Okay, so the same with the washer. Good, that must also fall away. That's just a construction line. That's a construction line, so that must also be taken away. Okay, nou wie kan gou vinnig weer vir my sê, hoe teken ons 'n moer? How do we do this part? Can you remember? Wie kan my help? Okay, dis baie maklik. As julle in julle IGO boeke kyk, where this chapter starts on mechanical drawings, you will see this. Okay. Okay, so wat ek gou gaan doen, what I'm quickly going to do is I'm just going to finish the nut. Remember, the next part is construction lines. You're going to need your 60, 30, 60 degree triangle. Try to work accurately. Okay, sit hom daar neer en trek vir jou konstruksielyntjie 60 grade uit daai hoekie uit en trek hom reg deur tot in die middel. So you draw that line straight through until it connects here in the middle. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the same thing on the other angle, like this. This should also be 60 degrees like this. That gives us a point there in the middle, and we get a point here in the middle. We can do the same thing on this side, and then we're almost there. Out of that corner 60 degree line. If you want to save some time, you can just copy that over to this side. It should be the same. Alright, there's my other point, and this is my point I'm looking for. Now I'm going to use this compass quickly, okay, and I'm going to make sure that you place it exactly where it needs to be, there in the center. Open it up to the top of that line and draw in this arc. Okay, it shouldn't extend past that line, it must just touch that line. Okay, the same goes for this one. Okay, die laaste deel is, ons gebruik daai punt, we're going to use this point here at the bottom, put our compass there in the middle, open it up right there to the top, and this should, if you worked accurately, should line up with that point over there. There's a slight difference in mine, okay, but it should be very close to that existing thing over there. If you have, like on this nut, if you have the same arcs on the other side, you don't have to redo the construction. Wat kan julle doen? Draai net jou, what you simply do is, I'm just going to, if this is the same radius, just going to put my compass there, make a little mark at the top, and just turn my compass around. This saves a lot of time. So just do that, and I draw in that arc. Okay? Dis die vinnigste en die maklikste om dit te doen. For these two lines, you can draw a quick construction line, a vertical construction line, to save you some time. Get this radius quickly again, and I'm just going to do the same line over here, quick construction line over here, en ek sit hom net op daai punt, maak 'n merkie, sit hom op daai punt, maak 'n merkie, just reverse your compass, and you are going to be there. Okay. Right, so there's the other side of my nut. Okay. Right, and now I'm not finished with the nut yet. I need to remove this part. That's not going to be there. Need to remove that part. Remove that part. Remove that part over there. And now, laaste belangrik, what happens on the sides of the nut there and there? Who can tell me? Wat gebeur daar op die hoekies van daai muur? What happens there on the corners? Gaan hy 'n hoekie hê? Hy het nie 'n hoekie nie. Hy het 'n chamfer. Wat is 'n chamfer? Hy het so 'n afkanting daar. Wie wil vir my sê who can tell me why they round this off on the sides of the nut? Dis 'n praktiese ding. Dis 'n bout, maar dit is dieselfde konsep. Dis nou nie 'n muur nie, maar it's the same concept. Gaan hom so 'n bietjie inbring daar vir julle. So dit wat Mika gesê het is 100% korrek. Gaan hom so 'n bietjie net gou laat fokus. Okay, hy's auto focus, so is nou 'n bietjie moeilik om hom te sien. Maar hier op die kante is hy effens afgekant. Jy sal sien daar kan jy dit sien. It's got a little part there that goes down. And the reason we have that is if we put a spanner on this thing, it will basically make it easier to fit on there, and it's also not that you get hurt. As daai goeders uitgestaan het, dan sou jy seer gekry het as jy gekap het teen dit. Okay. So vinnig gou, wat jy doen is daar, jy vat jou 30 grade driehoekie en jy sit hom net op daai lyntjie en teen daai sirkel gaan trek jy vir jou 'n lyntjie daar. Jy trek 'n lyntjie aan die kant, ook 'n 30 grade lyntjie. You're going to draw a 30-degree line at the bottom. En jy trek ook ene aan die ander kant. En daar is die samestelling klaar. OK. Ons kan net kyk, ek dink hier moet nog 'n grapskroe inkom. Was daar 'n skroefie in? Ons het hom nog nie ingeteken nie. Still need to draw that in. Wat ek nou sal doen. But for the rest, this drawing is finished. Kyk gou, hoekom is hierdie belangrik, julle? In die eksamen. Kom ek wys gou vir julle waar lê die punte. Eindeksamen, matriek en nou ook 'n punt daarvoor, halfpunt, so dis 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 vir daai skynste 15 16 17 18 19 20 21, miskien vir konstruksie 22. Jy sê klaar by E half uit die 90 punte net vir dit. Hoor jy wat ek sê? Dis 22 half punte, dis E half uit die 90 punte. Is net hierdie ding se teken. Nou as ons nou nog gaan na die grapskroe toe, net soveel, halfpunt, 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 halfpunt. Alraai. Non-hatching, because I didn't hatch it, another half mark, another half mark. Okay, kom ons teken gou die grapskroe in. Nou wat is die grapskroe? Dis 'n grypskroef of 'n setskroef noem hulle dit ook. Dit hou hierdie as in posisie, né? Nou I actually drew it for the grade 12s, and I'm going to show you how to do this. It says there on the side slot 2x2. Wat beteken dit? Kom ons kyk gou daar. Ons gaan hom gou deur. Dis hoe die grapskroe gaan lyk. Daar is 'n gleufie daarin. Dan is daar skroefdraad hierso, there's screw thread there and there's screw thread over there. Okay, sê gou vir my as dit if this is a M9 times 2, this will be how much? 18, because it's double the size, nee. Wat gaan daai angle wees? So, what will that angle be? 30 degrees. Okay, from a vertical line, 30 degrees. Wat gaan daai skroefdraad wees? 1,8, in other words 2 millimeters. 1,8, the slot of 2x2, waarvoor is hy daar? Julle kan net gou klaar luister. Daar moet 'n skroewedraaier ingaan. Ek het 'n skroewedraaiertjie hier gehad. 'n Flat skroewedraaier gaan daar in. Ek sien nou nie my skroewedraaier nie. Goed. So daar gaan 'n skroewedraaier ingaan. Daai slot is 4 by 4 mm. Hulle sê 2x2 en dit moet jy nou daar gaan inteken. So that will fit onto the existing thing. That front edge will go into that thing, keeping it in position, and you guys will stop your hatching on the outside of that line, because we don't cut this thing. Okay, just where this part is, your hatching will stop on the outside. For the rest, it will stop on that line, on the inside line. Okay, so gaan teken dit vir my in posisie en ek sal vir julle die finale antwoord ook stuur. Môre moet hierdie tekening klaar wees asseblief, hoor. Lekker dag vir julle. Okay, so wat ek gaan doen, ek gaan die gou vir julle klaar teken. Die lengte het hulle vir ons gesê is 12, so it's 24 from here to there. 24 up to this point. This is where it ends. I'm going to draw in that line. I'm sorry about this pencil, my other pencil jammed earlier. Then the slot is 4 millimeters deep, and it's also 4 millimeters wide. It's actually 2x2, but it's times 2. So this will be 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. This will give me my little screwdriver slot where a screwdriver would fit into it. Okay, that line will be erased over here. Come on, come. This line will be erased, so I'm just quickly going to fix this. Okay, that line should be there. The rest of this grub screw is in position now. So what you have to remember is my hatching will stop on the outside line here, because we are going to say that we're not going to cut that grub screw. But for this part, this is just normal screw thread. So on this part where it's not a screw being turned in, my hatching should stop on the inside line. Okay, so just where the part is turned in, it stops on the outside, but on this part it will end on the inside of that line. Okay, just take note of that. That is very important. This is screw thread. This is actually the outside of the thread, which is the M value from there to there, and this will be the screw thread. If you cannot remember, in this case it should be 1,8, which is actually 2 millimeters if we round it down. Okay, so make sure that you guys draw your drawing like this. I'm just going to color it in. The actual grub screw is now lying right over here. What is the function of this grub screw? It's going to turn in, and it is going to keep this shaft in position. Okay, so please finish this drawing for tomorrow, and make sure your hatching is correct. Make sure the webs are not going to be sectioned, and we're still going to see those lines at the back of the pulley. Okay, if you don't understand that, go and have a look at the 3D picture. Okay, thank you guys. Please finish this at home.